Yo, what's up? Welcome back to another episode of Low Spec Labs. This time it is not a Proxmox video. This time it is a cloud video, Microsoft Azure Cloud to be specific. In our short-term content, we've been going over some Azure networking fundamentals, stuff like virtual networks, subnets in your virtual networks, network security groups, which are basically like a simple form, a firewall, application security groups. Lots of good stuff have been happening over there on my shorts. You should check them out. However, some things cannot be discussed in short form content, and this is one of them. We're going to be walking through configuring and setting up a firewall in Azure. So if you're interested in that type of stuff, stay tuned and let's get started. Step one is to create our virtual networks. So let's click virtual network and we're going to create a new virtual network. This virtual network is going to be called test resource group. We're going to call this firewall test vnet 1 for the virtual network. Go ahead and we'll skip to IP address range. This is perhaps the most important part. We want to make sure we have a range that's going to allow us to create all the address spaces we'll need. It looks like the 10.00.16 address space should be more than good enough. Hit review and create, and then create. Now that this virtual network has been created, we'll need to create at least one subnet. Let's go back to home, virtual networks, refresh it, click our firewall test vnet, and go to subnets. We have a default virtual network with a 10.000/24 address range. What you're going to want to do is add two more. This is just kind of doing the stage work for our firewall. So what you want to do is add a Azure firewall VNet. Make sure it is in a different subnet space. In our case, it looks like they're giving us 10.0.10, and then we just hit add. You're also going to need a routable subnet as well. So click subnet, and we're going to call this virtual network gateway, and we'll just have it use the standard IP range of 10.020/24. We'll hit add. Then we can hit refresh. So now that we have our gateway subnet and firewall subnets added to this virtual network, we'll need two more. These are going to be our regular subnets. This is where we're going to place our two virtual machines in order for us to test stuff with. First, we create subnet 1. We're going to call this test sub 1. We just hit add. Then we create a second one. We'll call this test sub 2. And we hit add. And that's it, boys. The subnet portion of this video is done. Right, let's go ahead and swap back over to our network view to kind of see what we're dealing with here. It helps if you kind of know the higher level order of operations we have going on here in Azure. First, we've already done number one, which was create our virtual network subnets. Our next step is to create our virtual machines. After that, we're going to create our firewalls and then create and associate our routes and route tables. So stay tuned. It's getting exciting, boys. All right, so we're back in Azure. Let's go ahead and pop open the Cloud Shell. Now that we have Azure open, we're going to use the azvm create command for us to create our virtual machines. We type azvm create resource group. We pass through our test resource group. We pass through the name, which is going to be test VM1. Our image is Ubuntu 2204. Our size is standard B1S. The admin username is azadmin. And then we generate our SSH keys. And we'll give this a few moments and see what happens. And we'll come right back once that's completed and run the exact same command, but change our VM name by one value. It took a couple minutes, but we are back. And it looks like our virtual machine got provisioned. Let's go ahead and run that command back one more time, but this time change our name from test VM1 to test VM2. We'll let it run once again. When we're done, we should have both our virtual machines up and ready to go. So it looks like the second command finished successfully without any errors. So let's go back and verify our virtual machines are there. Go back to the Azure homepage, click virtual machines or search for it. You'll see we now have two virtual machines, standard B1S. Good to go, boys. Just because our virtual machine was created does not mean our job is completed. We still have to go back and change the subnets that those virtual machines are associated with for testing purposes. Log into Azure homepage and click virtual networks. Click your test virtual network. Log back into the Azure page and click virtual machines. click your test virtual machine, go to network settings, click on your NIC at the top. What you want to do is change the interface subnet. What you want to do is underneath the virtual machine interface is change the subnet for VM1 to test sub 1, hit apply. And it's letting us know that, let's see, the virtual machine associated with this network interface will be restarted. So it's going to restart the virtual machine. Let's go back to our infrastructure, click VM2, network, click interfaces. Then we want to change the subnet on this VM2 to subnet 2. Then we hit apply. And it is also going to restart the second VM as well. Almost forgot, we will need one more subnet to get this all working. Click subnet, and we are going to need a firewall management subnet as well. Go ahead and click add and give that a few moments. Now when you refresh, you should see Azure Firewall Management subnet at the bottom. Now it's time for step 3. With step 3, we're going to be creating our Azure Firewall. So let's go ahead and get that knocked out real quick. We're logged back into the Azure homepage. To create our firewalls, you can either click firewalls or search for it from the menus and then click it from services. We're then gonna create a new firewall. We'll call this firewall test subscription. We'll apply this firewall to our test subscription and our test resource group. The name, we'll call this test firewall example 1. Our region is East US. For the firewall SKU, we'll go basic. For our firewall, we'll add a new, we'll call this test basic all 1. This is where things get interesting. When it comes to virtual network, we'll click choose existing. From the choose existing menu, we select firewall test VNet 1, and we can leave the public IP address to none, but we are going to need a management public IP address. Thankfully, I already have one created. It is called test VM. You're going to have to click add new. I'm going to call it test firewall man IP. And then we hit OK. Then you hit next. Then you hit review and create, and you hit create, and that should create your firewall for you. With our firewall created, it is time to move on to step 4, create and associate our route table. Back in Azure, we're going to go to our homepage. Homepage menu, we can search for route tables. We then want to create a new route table, assign it to our test subscription and our test resource group. For our name, we're going to call this test route table 1. Then we just hit review and create, and we have created the route table. Click on the route table to view the resource, then click subnets, click associate. What you want to do is associate it with your firewall. What you then want to do is associate it with the virtual net we created earlier. Go ahead and hit OK. And we have now completed step 4 and created, then associated our route table. But wait, there's more. We associated our route table with the subnet, but we also have to associate our route table with the firewall. To do that, we have to go to routes. We then add a route. We'll call this default route to firewall. For our destination type, we're going to choose IP address. For the range of IP address, this route will match anything. Our next hop is going to be a virtual appliance. And then the virtual appliance IP is going to be the IP of our firewall. So if we were to go back to Azure Home real quick, click our firewall, click test firewall example, you would see that its private IP is 10.0.1.4. What you want to do is paste 10.0.1.4 right there and hit add. And we have now added our default route to our firewall on our route table. After some downstream testing, it turns out we almost missed a step. You want to go back in to your route table, and then you'll want to associate the other 2 subnets with this default route we just created. So search for route tables in your Azure search bar. Click the route table, click subnets, associate. And then what we want to do is associate our test sub 1 and our test sub 2 route tables. What that'll do is configure the firewall as the default route for test subnet 1 and test subnet 2. Before we can proceed with the rest of this video, we're also going to need to remove the public IP addresses from these virtual machines. When we created them on the command line, Azure automatically assigned them public IPs, but that public IP is going to cause issues with routing. So all we have to do is click the VMs, click network settings, click the interface, click the IP, and make sure public IP is turned off. In my case, for Test VM2, it has been turned off. And let's do the check and make sure it's turned off for test VM1. Network settings, interface, and public IP is turned off for both virtual machines. If we were to hop into one of those virtual machines, like test VM1 for instance, I have this pulled up here using Azure Bastion. In order to attempt to do a ping, it now fails. If we were to do an IP route show all, it would see it as a default route of 10.0.3.1, meaning that is the gateway of this VNet. And if we were to attempt to ping 10.0.1.4, which is our firewall, it is able to access it. So what does that mean? That means that our firewall is up and working. So we have our ping running from our test VM1 to the firewall, right? But if we were to stop the ping and attempt to ping something like 1.1.1.1, it fails. Let's hop on over back to the Azure UI and test some things real quick. First, we want to validate that our route is correct. We can do that with an AZ network NIC show effective route table. And then we're going to need the name of the NIC of our virtual machine. So click virtual machines, click one of your virtual machines, click network settings, click the NIC interface. And this NIC interface's name is test VM 1 VM NIC. So we pass through the name, test VM 1 VM NIC, pass through the resource group, test resource group, pass through our output, which is going to be in the format of a table. We give that a second to run, and you'll notice we now have our default route, which is local, and then we have another route that points to our virtual appliance at 10.0.1.4, which is our firewall. We're just going to run that command again, but this time we'll swap test VM1 NIC with the name of our test VM2. So what we have to do is change from 1 to 2. Let that run again. As you can see, VM NIC2 also has the proper default route configured. Now it is finally time for step 5, which is adding rules to our firewall. Before we proceed with creating rules, you want to make sure that your test firewall has a public IP address. Click your firewall, click public IP configuration, and make sure it has at least one public IP. If it doesn't, click add public IP, give it a name it whatever, and then go ahead and choose add new, give this a name, and then add that. I'm not going to add it because I already have one, but you will need a public IP in order for you to send traffic through this firewall. We're back on the Azure web interface, and what you want to do is either search for firewalls or click it from the menu. From there, you want to click the firewall we created earlier in this video. After that, you want to click your firewall. It's here that we're going to apply our first rule. This rule is going to be a basic allow all rule so that things can communicate. We're going to give it a very high priority. Remember, in Azure, the higher priority, the less important the rule is. So let's go to network rule, and we're just going to add a rule. We're going to choose to add this to our default network rule collection. We're then going to add it to our rule collection. We're going to call this default allow. The source type is IP address. For the source IP address, we're just going to go with the IP range of our subnet, which is 10.0.0/16. For our destination, we're going to go with IP addresses, and we're going to use wildcard to match any. For our protocol, we're going to go with any. For our port, we're going to go with any. After that, you hit save, and you just give that a second for it to apply that rule. We're now back into test VM1, and what we like to do is test that we have the connectivity we need. So let's run a quick curl on google.com, and if everything's working right, we should get this result right here, which tells us connectivity is now working. But a firewall that only allows stuff through without blocking anything isn't a very good firewall. What if we want to block some traffic in Azure? Let's hop back on over to our firewall page, and what we're going to do is hop over to application. We're then going to add a new rule. We're going to add this to our application rule collection and send it to rule collection 1. And we're going to call this deny Amazon, because we're going to be blocking traffic to Amazon.com. Our source is IP address, and we're going to enter our subnet's IP for this VNet. And we're going to enter the IP range for our VNet, which is 10.0.0/16. And then we're going to go with FQDN for destination type. We're then going to block star.amazon.com. And then for protocol, we're going to do HTTP, HTTPS. There we go. Then we just hit save. And then we're going to have to give it another minute or two to apply. Once it's done applying, we can hop back over to our virtual machine and attempt to resolve Amazon. And I bet you it won't work. Back on our virtual machine, we can run a ping amazon.com, and look at that, nothing happens. We're good with the block. And that is it for step 5. We have now added our rule. Last but not least, we'd like these 2 virtual machines and 2 different subnets to talk to each other. This one should be here. How do we configure that? Well, we go back into our Azure firewall and we create a destination NAT rule between those 2 subnets. Let's go ahead and do that. We are now logged back into Azure, and let's click Home, Firewalls, Firewall, and then let's choose our default firewall. Then click DNAT rules. What you then want to do is add a rule collection. We'll call this DNAT test DNAT rule collection. Our rule collection type is DNAT. Our priority is going to be 106. Rule collection action. For our group, we'll tie this to our DNAT collection group, and then we'll type in VM DNAT. For the name, we're going to do DNAT internal VMs. The source is IP address with a match of any. The protocol is TCP with a destination port of 22 for SSH. And then the destination firewall is going to be the IP address of our firewall. If we were to hop into another tab, click firewalls, click our firewall, we can just copy the firewall's public IP from here. And just copy, and then we paste. Now for the translated address, you'll want to enter the private IP of one of your virtual machines. In our case, we're going to enter the private IP of virtual machine 1. Let's go back home and get that IP address. Let's click test VM1, and then the IP for test VM1 is 10.0.3.4. We're just going to do 10.0.3.4, and the translation is 22. But wait, you got to do it once again. IP match TCP, destination is 22, destination IP is such IP address. Then what you want to do is enter the IP for your second VM, which is going to be 10.0.4.4, and we enter our port of 22, and we just copy that. We call this number 2. Once you're done, you just hit add, and then we give it a few minutes to add. Then you want to hop back over to your test VM1, get its IP address. It should be 3.4. What we want to do is SSH AZ admin, or whatever your username is, and point this to 10.0.4.4. Let's see what happens. It says yes. We got a deny error, but that's fine. We just wanted to test that we were able to connect, and we were and are. All right, boys, that is it. That is how you set up a firewall in Azure, including setting up the virtual network, setting up the subnets, setting up the routes, setting up the policies, setting it up. This video was about 20 minutes long, but it took much longer than that for me to create. This was a rabbit hole. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of fun. I learned a lot along the way. So it was worthwhile in my mind. If you enjoy this content, please go ahead and hit the like button. If you'd like to see more, please go ahead and feel free to subscribe here on YouTube. We're going to be going over more Azure stuff, right? And more cloud technologies. Once I have completed this Azure training, we're going to start doing. Stay blessed, boys. I will see y'all next video.